It's your boy Nungunu in the house, back with another bang on video. Well, ladies and gentlemen, yes, today is the day, tonight is the night, and today we are gonna have a live stream, the first live stream for the Indian Guna. If you still haven't subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel, because today's 3 p.m. BST and 7:30 p.m. Indian Standard Time, we are gonna be having a first live stream on this channel, and we are gonna talk about the transfer news. What is the progress? Where is Arsenal in terms of money? What about Stan Kroenke? Well, should we be excited about it? And we're also going to discuss about Thomas Partey, Houssem Aouar, and obviously more transfers, players actually that Arsenal linked to. So you guys can come in, interact with me in the chats, and with the chats you can ask me your questions, your doubts, or probably you'd want to ask me something. I will definitely be open to anything, and we will definitely going to discuss, and probably I'll give you a lot of information about do Arsenal actually have the money? Well, let's move on with the first news. Well, this is the best platform for any Arsenal fan. So for them, here's the first news. Arteta is adamant about Houssem Aouar. He wants the club to get the deal done no matter where we finish, whether we get Europe or not, get Houssem Aouar. That is the message from Arteta to the board. And however, the player made it clear during previous meetings that he wants to play in a European competition. Arteta will have to personally intervene if he wants this deal to happen. Well, it totally depends upon what Houssem Aouar has to say, but let's see. Well, moving on. Nigel Winterburn wants Arsenal to keep Dani Ceballos next season. Nigel says, Arsenal definitely need to have a creative midfield player. Ceballos is a different type of creative midfield player, different to any other Arsenal have got. He's comfortable on the ball, has a good passing range, and likes to get on the ball and takes risks. You can look at passing stats and say this player has completed 95% of his passing today. But how effective was his passing? That's what counts. Ceballos is a player who is happy to take a risk with a pass, and maybe that means he has a lower percentage of passes completed, but at least he's trying to make things happen, and often he does. Sometimes you need a player either starting or on the bench who is willing to take those risks, and Ceballos won't shy away from that. So it's pretty much clear that for the passing and definitely trying to create something, Nigel Winterburn believes Dani Ceballos is the kind of creative midfield player that Arsenal was seeking and probably should make his deal permanent. Well, moving on. Talking about a tall, lanky striker and definitely strong striker, Wout Weghorst. He was linked with Arsenal and looks like also with Newcastle. So looks like Arsenal and Newcastle haven't made any enquiries for Wout Weghorst. The two clubs haven't expressed any interest in the Wolfsburg striker. So that is that, because there are lots of people surrounding in terms of the news, portals suggesting that Wout Weghorst has been approached by Arsenal, and then there's Newcastle. So this is what it is. Nobody has made anything at all. But moving on. Jermaine Pennant is furious with Liverpool when they lost to Arsenal by making two big mistakes. He says, look, if we had got beat, I'd have accepted it. Fair enough. We've gone to Arsenal and we lost. But they didn't beat us. We handed it to them on a platter. They had 3 shots on our goal and scored 2. We had 24 attempts and scored 1. I'm raging. Yes, Jermaine Pennant is raging, and he wants to probably vent his anger out, and this was one of the way. But I think it's reality. I think when we lost to Spurs, we also believe that we played the best brand of football, but that was not it. We did not end up getting those 3 points. Unfortunately, in football, it's not just about getting points. It's just about getting points and not just about just playing, dominating beautiful football. Well, yes, you could dominate those stats. You can actually, motivate your players to do that. But sitting behind and actually winning the game and progressing in the league, that matters. I think that's paramount, isn't it? Well, moving on. Dominique Szoboszlai's agent has spoken about. He says, there are several offers. We have time. There is no need to rush. Seasons in some countries are not even finished. We are seeking the best solution for Dominique. Decision may be taken in the upcoming weeks. Well, did you know Arsenal have given up 188 shots on target in the Premier League this season? That's the most in any single campaign dating back to 1998, where Opta has this data. Oh my god, that's big, isn't it? Well, moving on. Well, talking about the whole situation, Cedric Soares cannot play against Manchester City because he is cup tied and he won't be representing Arsenal. Well, Reiss Nelson has opened up about the victory against Liverpool. He says, it's great. I feel like this is something that we've been doing and want to be doing. We want to be winning games and training well, and I think we've done that. I'm happy that I got my start, that we got the result, and I scored as well. We decided to go with a high press, and I think it worked. Lacazette got into them with the high press, and we got a goal from it. So it's something we prepared for, and we got the result we wanted. And Reiss Nelson, on facing Manchester City in the FA Cup semi-final come Saturday, he says, I think the feelings are going to be high. It's something we want to do to win the FA Cup. We've done it a lot of times over the years, so it's something that we're going to do, all guns blazing. So City, beware, Reiss Nelson is definitely ready. Well, did you know, post-lockdown football has seen Arsenal score 5 goals due to defensive errors caused by pressing. Well, usually if this was the reverse, you would have understood that media would have been all over Arsenal, that they have done this, a lot of things, you can understand that this is some good job done by Mikel Arteta. He's actually teaching all the strikers and the wingers how to be a poacher and make sure that you score a goal from enemies' mistakes. Well, moving on with the more news, talking about whole situation revolving around Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Well, missing out on Europe, as already mentioned, £30 million of problems for Arsenal, but this is what Tony Adams actually tweeted out. Says, can't wait for the heads-up FA Cup semi-final this weekend. So many proud memories for me in the famous tournament. To celebrate, I've launched a limited edition range of caps and tees, 93 in total, to celebrate the year of my first of 3 twins. And you could purchase, and you could actually follow Tony Adams on his Twitter for that purchase link. Well, Alan Shearer has actually praised Reiss Nelson for his goal against Liverpool. He says, I was really impressed. There was no panic at all for someone so young. He won't have been in that position many times, but he doesn't panic. He takes the touch with the left foot and sticks it away with the right. I think that shot was unbelievable, wasn't it? And moving on, Arsenal are reportedly still keen on signing Justin Kluivert from Roma this summer. Well, Mikel Arteta could get the attacker, as he will be available for £27 million, which I would advise him not to do that. Well, moving on, £27 million, we could get a lot of other better talent than Justin Kluivert. Well, moving on, Newcastle are favourites to sign Real Madrid notorious Gareth Bale. While Man United, Chelsea and Arsenal are also prized to be in the running for the Welshman, who looks destined for a fresh start this summer. Newcastle are the odds of 5-1 and Arsenal are 33-1, so you can understand Arsenal would be the last to actually get, according to odds checker. Piers Morgan could not resist trolling Liverpool after their disastrous defeat to Arsenal. He shared a photograph of Arsenal's squad celebrating as Liverpool's Van Dijk looked on in disbelief. Alongside it read, thanks for coming, champs, @LFC. So I think he's a big Arsenal supporter. He's a gooner, isn't he? Well, yes, he is, and he's mocking Liverpool. That's really great from Piers Morgan. Well, moving on. Arsenal face missing out on target Malang Sarr because they have already delayed making their move to sign him this summer. There's certain reports that are coming that they have delayed it. I don't believe it. I think Malang Sarr has not signed any contract with anyone, and probably he could be. And I think many clubs might have approached, but I think Malang Sarr is definitely, how should I say this? I think he's one of the cards that we are just not opening up. And probably we've got just 2 games left in the Premier League, so I think a lot of things will be unfolding probably in the next coming week. Well, this is the very sad news I've got for you guys. First of all, a good news that Pablo Mari, here is the latest update on his injury. He said it reported on Arsenal's official website that now off crutches after surgery and moving freely without aid, has returned home to Spain for a short period where he continues to receive specialist attention and extensive therapy. Will return to UK later in July to resume his rehabilitation at our training centre, and is believing that he will be returning to full training in September. And here's a big blow. Gabriel Martinelli is out for the whole of 2020. Yes, unbelievable. This is the latest update on Gabi, currently recovering in a knee brace after his operation, which took place during the last week of June. Surgery was successful, with consultants and our medical team very encouraged with Gabi's current progress at this stage of his recovery. Currently at our training centre, every day receiving a specialist attention and support from our medical team. Will continue his recovery throughout the close season with the aim of return to full training by the end of 2020. So the big news. Well, are we talking about how should I say this? Thomas Partey? Well, yes. It looks like Arsenal are definitely in for Thomas Partey, and probably Arsenal's head of recruitment of football, Raul Sani, he will lead negotiations for the signing of Partey, with his priority to reduce the fee demanded by Atletico Madrid, while Arsenal may offer a player plus money deal if required. And Atletico Madrid are preparing for Arsenal's opening bid for midfielder Thomas Partey, who wants to join the club regardless if they qualify for a European competition this season or not. Because Partey he has his priority set to sign for Arsenal regardless of how their season ends. So it is totally, let's see how things will turn out. Well, these were the news of the day. I hope you enjoyed whatever came your way. All the views and news and everything about Arsenal comes to this platform every single day, twice. So sit back, relax, and enjoy all the news that comes on this platform. I will see you in my next video. Until then, cheers, and don't forget to subscribe. And don't forget, guys, 7 p.m. 7:30 p.m. Indian Standard Time and 3 p.m. BST. You can understand that we are gonna have our first live, and we're gonna talk about all the transfer news. I will see you in my next video. Until then, cheers.